It is the year 2022. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is complete, and there's nothing on the horizon for the series. This is unacceptable. We need more Smash. However, Sakura is on an island vacation somewhere, and when I rang Harada at Bandai Namco, he just said, "Fuck Smash, don't ask me for shit." Therefore, we need something new, a fresh start to the series, and I know just the people to do it. Welcome to Community Armchair Devs, Super Smash Brothers! Welcome everyone to Community Armchair Devs, Super Smash Brothers. I am your host for today, Lock the Chest, and today I have with me Sivian.
Hi!
Egg.
Okay.
GameRex 27.
I will succeed where Chills and Korak failed.
And Well Technicali.
I am severely underprepared for this.
Aren't we
Well,
all?
you're going to be in trouble then.
Oh, a lot, very much so, yeah.
So, today they are pitching a reboot to the Super Smash Bros. Series. Armchair Devs is a concept made originally by GigaBoots, where we pitch a different game and try and come up with as many knives as possible. So, with that out of the way, we're going to get into our 30-second elevator pitch. So, Sevian, if you would be so kind to start, let me bring up the timer. You will have 30 seconds from the moment you start talking.
Paper Smash Brothers!
Oh.
I see.
That's it, that's the whole pitch.
It's effective.
Wow, I think that's the fastest pitch we've ever gotten in. 5 seconds, that's pretty good.
What form of power is this?
Now we're all sitting around our fancy stately
very
leather
bold
sofas,
move.
musing over the concept
Very
of a
bold
Paper
move
Mario.
to skip. Yeah, very bold move to skip saying anything but the title. I'm excited.
Do I need to
hear
say
more.
any more about the
I
title?
think
Yeah,
we
not
should
really,
have a record
no.
Scratch when he's done talking.
We'll find out later.
Well, we'll ask plenty of questions later. So, next up, Egg, if you could do your pitch whenever you're ready.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate made quite a splash throughout the online sphere, with its roster picks fueling many a vitriolic debate amidst the worst dregs of the internet, corrupting what is intended to be a celebration of games into a mere popularity contest over which characters are more deserving of the lofty prize of inclusion into a game they last played 3 months after launch. Our idea for a new installment seeks to bring new life to the series and serve as an example of what happens when you can't act like mature, civilized human beings. Super Smash Bros. Clash of Swords, or oops, all JRPGs. What the fuck is a
Yeah.
Mayrio? This is your fault.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Deserved.
So, Smash Brothers Clash of Swords
Yep.
is the last part also part of the title. The oops,
No, that's
all
just a little
JRPGs?
tagline we're putting in there, just to get an idea of
Okay.
what's happening going in.
Note to self, be glad I didn't pick that pitch I was thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah. So, well, that's exciting. You know, I feel like a lot of people are going to get mad at this, but I'm excited. I love, who doesn't love JRPGs?
Is that not the point of this
Cowards.
show?
That's what.
Is the point of the show not to stab?
I brought no knives.
I'll wait.
That's going to be a That's going to be a
Paper
problem.
can cut just as well as knives.
So,
Exactly.
That's
this is
true.
true.
Very true.
So, GamerX 27. Whenever you're ready,
Okay.
you can start.
In the aftermath of the Subspace Army's defeat, the resulting power vacuum has been filled by a new force. An evil eye rises, seeking to bring all the worlds under its iron-fisted gaze. As the hands summon champions both new and old to face the eye's forces, characters you know and love duke it out to save their worlds in normal matches and a 50-plus hour fully voice-acted story mode. But the champions of the eye are mighty, for it is the PlayStation Eye, coming soon, Smash Bros. All-Stars Battle Royale!
Oh my god! Talk about a nightmare. Jesus.
Now that's a knife.
Raises a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
questions.
yikes. That was I wasn't expecting that.
I don't think anyone was.
So
I was scared someone would steal that pitch idea.
So it's Smash Brothers. So can you say the title again?
Smash Bros. All Stars Battle Royale.
Stars. Nightmare.
Jesus.
Great. Very excited to see what we're taking from the other game that will not be named. Very interested. So last up on that list we have technically.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. Okay. In the Smash Brothers, fight against faces that you've never seen before in a traditional Tekken-like fighting game developed by Mercury Steam. Basically, none of the people that you know are back, such as Mario and Captain Falcon, the latter basically because he's a Smash Bros. Character anyway, with new faces like Toad, Toadette, Slippy, that bird guy from Breath of the Wild, Knuckle Joe, and our crossover character, Tosai Furusawa from The World Ends With You. Also, there's a real story mode this time.
Okay, so that was yikes. There was a lot to take in.
A worthy opponent.
Very heavy Scrimblow energy from those picks.
Exactly.
So let's see, Tekken-like, Mercury Steam.
Fret.
And what was the name of the World Ends With You character?
Fret. I just said his full name.
Oh.
Fret,
Well, that's at least a very
good pick. Yes.
that's a pretty good pick. I mean, yeah, that seems like you're getting some interesting characters here. What was the title of it?
The Smash Brothers.
The
Smash Brothers. Yes, I like the I like adding the to things. It's a very good distinction. Makes it very clear that this is not your Smash Brothers. This is the Smash
The definitive, Smash Brothers
Smash Brothers
experience.
Directed by James Gunn.
I just put in my notes the.
Okay.
Fucking
okay,
SpongeBob
so
episode.
round one of questions. You know what? We're gonna go straight for you. Well, technically.
Well, what could
Is James Gunn directing your game?
he will have a voice credit, but he will not be directing it.
Okay, James Gunn is involved. Okay, that's very exciting. Okay, let's go with Egg.
Hello.
So, for your Smash Brothers Clash of Swords, what sort of modes can we expect? Since you're taking so much ideas from, you're taking ideas from JRPGs. Surely we must have some interesting, new modes.
Yeah, we've introduced a couple of classic JRPG mechanics into the Smash battles as well as other modes that we have. We have, first of all, you would know that in basic, the original Smash Brothers, the timed battles are the default instead of the stock matches that everybody plays. Well, this time HP battles are the default.
Okay.
And also, all special moves that you perform in the game, all of your character's special moves, they now have a meter that they expend. They expend SP or Smash points, which is similar to Hero's MP system. And so once you have run out of special points, Smash points, you actually can't use your special moves, and you have to collect regenerative items that drop around the stage.
Okay, so
I don't know. The competitive scene's not gonna like item drops.
The competitive scene is gonna rake you over the coals.
The competitive scene isn't.
The competitive scene is not gonna like a lot of things about this game, but you know what? We're maybe we're not focusing on that market too much. Maybe we're focusing on the fans, the real fans. The real fans that we know are going to like these picks that we've got lined up.
But that explains the monkey's paw I saw earlier in the bathroom.
Yeah, so we've got that's very interesting. So You mentioned about time mode being the default.
Yeah, because
Or-
when you go into a Smash Brothers game, it'll give you the default of time instead of, and then everyone switches over to stock. This time the default is HP battles. It's not.
Oh, yeah. So that makes sense. So does that mean will there be options for time as well, or is that just?
Yeah, there are options for time and stock. It just HP battles are the default.
Okay, that's surprisingly reasonable. Okay, moving on to Sevian.
Yes.
Okay, Smash Brothers.
Yes.
Is this also an RPG?
Yes.
Okay, that's straight into the point.
Yes.
I mean, you asked, you get an answer.
Yeah. You asked a question.
I can't. Yeah.
Can
you give me more details
I can
about
give you more details.
the RPG?
Well, we have this Paper Mario franchise over here. People have been getting a little bit angry about how we've been handling it. So we figured if we need a Smash replacement, we might as well try and give people what they want with this and make it an old school turn-based RPG like the first two Paper Mario games.
All right.
Where your partner characters are other Nintendo characters.
Huh.
Okay, I like that.
Interesting.
So okay, I'll save that for the next set of questions, but that was very informative. Thank you.
Yes.
Very, very excited for, to have something new from, we're not getting a Paper Mario, so why not take advantage of that? As long as Miyamoto doesn't find out, that's very important.
Nice.
I don't know. We're not making any new characters. We're just reusing old ones. He should be fine.
Yeah, but you're making an RPG, so there's probably going to be dialogue, and he's never happy about that. Okay, so
I doubt Miyamoto gets happy about many things nowadays.
Now's time to ask questions about the one I've been fearing the most.
Come to me.
So, World Technicality.
Are we on round 2?
So this. Oh wait, no, sorry.
He was so afraid of me, he didn't even call my name.
Yeah, my notes are merging together. So, okay, Gamer X. So, what is this new game taking inspiration from when it comes to, the clear inspiration is PlayStation All Stars. Tell me what we're taking advantage of.
I forgot.
Okay, quick note is that this is not being developed by PlayStation for the most part. We are importing some team members over from the first-party initiatives. It mostly takes cues from normal Smash gameplay, but now it's a 3v3 tag team game, like in the vein of Arxis games like Dragon Ball FighterZ. Standard matches have assists, mid-match character switching, and sparking. And we are still using the damage percentages and the goal of smashing people off the stage. But with a new twist, we're not using the creative mistakes used in the previous All-Stars Battle Royale title.
Okay, so despite the title, it seems like you're taking more from, Dragon Ball Fighters or something than...
you did not...
which is encouraging.
You did not find the knife yet.
You haven't gone through the haystack enough. It's there. It's waiting.
You haven't clicked on the mine.
The mine?
Oh boy, very exciting. I'm very curious how tag team fighting is going to work with the Smash Bros. Gameplay. It sounds very interesting.
I'm scared.
Okay, so round two of questions. I kind of already jumped the gun a little bit, so I'm going to go with Egg. What
would you like to know?
Okay, so we already know. I like the idea that you're using HP mode as the default. I think that's always been an interesting mode. Mm-hmm. And I guess my question for you is going to be, with this focus on MP recovery and MP items, and obviously the focus on JRPG characters, are you going to be cutting characters that don't fit that style?
We absolutely are. I can give you. We have the total amount of characters returning from the original Smash Bros. Ultimate roster totals to 21. I can read them off for you if you like.
I have a good idea what they are.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, read them off to you. All right. The first few characters. Obviously, we have Marth, Roy, Ike, Robin, Lucina, Corrin, Crom, and Byleth. Before you unlock any characters, this is the base roster.
Okay, base roster is entirely Fire Emblem.
Yes, then we
Good
have
start.
of course Shulk as well as Pyra and Mithra, Cloud and Sephiroth. We brought in Bayonetta, we brought in Snake, we brought in Joker from Persona 5 and Hero from Dragon Quest. We brought in Terry Bogard. He's not a JRPG man, but he still annoyed people, so he's in. We got Kazuya in there.
Brave.
Finally we have both of the Earthbound the Mother representatives, Sans from Undertale and Lucas from Mother 3.
No!
Just to taunt people because he's still not officially over in the West yet. There is actually You remember how Brawl had those games that you could play in the vault for like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
There's an official Mother 3 localization in the game that you can access in the vault, and you can play maybe the first 5 minutes of it before.
That's so cruel. I love it.
You can also
There's the knife wound.
you can also the last fighter is the Mii fighters. I just counted them as one. All of the different versions of the Mii fighters are returning, and they'll have a little bit of a tie to the adventure mode aspect of it.
Good.
Oh, okay. So that seems like a pretty solid roster for all JRPG characters. I think that's very exciting. So next up, World Technicali.
Oh boy.
So you've got a very interesting sort of roster, and now you've said this is going to be Tekken style
Yes.
fighting. Is that correct?
Oh yes. After
So-
Harada Total Stop,
so
you
it
decided
wa-
to
so-
make it like this out of spite.
So you're saying it's going to have the superior limb-based combat, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Fighting Toad and Toadette
Next
is
question.
a fucking nightmare.
Must feel like fighting Yoda in Soul Calibur 4. Just can't hit them. Okay, so Mercury Steam is an interesting choice for developer. They've had their ups and downs, but they don't really have much fighting game experience. Will they be receiving any help from anyone, or are they just running ahead and assuming they know how to make this?
No.
Okay.
Powerful answer.
They'll either make it or they won't. Sink or swim. Do or die, now or never.
I'm trying to hold back my laughter.
I think, are those
Mercury
thunderclouds?
has no
I
help.
think those are thunderclouds I see outside my window.
I'm just gonna
That's-
write
that's just me.
doomed
That's
next
me.
to this pitch.
Yeah, that's him. That's Mercury Steam. That's the steam.
Oh no!
It's the steam
no.
from Mercury.
They're already here. They heard we were connected to Dan Videogames and decided to come after us. Okay, so next up then. Okay, let's go with. You know what? I want to hear more about. I want to hear more about from Gamer X about this 50-hour story
Oh
mode.
hell yeah!
So, what is the base outline for the plot for this 50-hour story mode?
Okay, so the story compromises a cosmic battle between the Master Hands, voiced by Doug Bowser and Reggie Fils-Aime, and the PlayStation Eyes, voiced by, let me scroll down in my notes to the name of this person, one moment. Voiced by Jerry Lambert, who played Kevin Butler, the fake Sony CEO, and Maria Zook, the actor who plays Nina Struthers of Devolver fame.
Oh my god!
The story, I should note, is written by one Yoko Taro.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
He will do anything for enough money, after all, and of course, we have enough money.
Bold.
He'll
So
do anything
what
for
I'm sa-
enough money, but he'll not do what you want.
We have
So-
we have ideas on how to handle him. Don't worry. We have minders.
Yep. So just writing this. Never thought I'd be depressed in a Smash game, but here we are.
Really? You've not seen the community?
You have to sacrifice one of the Ice Climber twins in order to
No,
beat the
no.
game.
How did you get my notes?
Because I have tangential knowledge of what Yoko Taro writes like.
The community itself. I'm obviously disappointed in the Smash community all the time. That's the default state. But, I didn't expect, to experience Yoko Taro's work. At least I know the music's probably going to be killer. Let's see. So I've covered... I think we're pretty much done with the extra questions. Just let me make sure.
You've not asked me a second one.
Okay, that's what I was checking. Sevian. So, we got... Yep, so Paper Smash Brothers. All I know about it is that it's an RPG and Smash characters are the party members. So, what is your art style going to be like?
It's gonna be the Paper Mario art style. Why else would we be making a paper game? That's a very basic question.
But is it going to be more like the original Paper Marios, or are we going to actually try and make everything out of paper craft?
A little bit of both. There were some paper elements back in those original ones. It's just they weren't as good at making the paper look like realistic paper. So we're going to have a good mix of that. We're not going to do the whole bunch of, here's a whole bunch of real-world objects we've shoved in here for no reason. Because that just muddles stuff and it reminds people of Sticker Star.
I can hear Chugga Conroy stampeding toward Nintendo already.
It's always a good idea to avoid reminding people of Sticker Star. I think that's a, general good idea. I feel that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I think the... You know what? I'll give you a bonus question just because I feel bad about trying to screw you over with that. It's a very simple question. How many party members are we going to have?
There's going to be 6 partner characters. So Mario plus those 6 partner characters.
Okay. So it's a pretty small roster of partners, but
well, like the first 2 games were like
focus.
6 or 7, so it's around the same amount as those.
We're bringing it back to basics.
Around the same amount for those games. I'm more talking just, in terms of including Smash Brothers characters.
We can have characters show up even if they aren't in your party.
Okay, that makes
side
sense.
quests.
Ultimate was pretty ambitious, so it makes sense that you might want to tone things down a bit for the next one. Temper people's expectations.
Definitely. We don't want to try doing that again anytime soon.
And I've got a couple of other things I'm just going to hide here for now, in case I need to bring them up later.
Let's make sure our haystack piles don't mix. Our knives might get dulled by smashing together.
My pile's a stack of paper. I don't think it'll get mixed up with your hay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we've done that, it's time to move on to the art prompt.
Ooh.
I'm very excited to see what we're going to do. Let's start with Sevian. I want to see...
Oh boy!
I want to see your art prompt.
The art prompt for the viewers at home was that we
Yes.
needed to reveal a third-party character that is going to be in our game.
Yes, that is
So
correct.
this is a
Thank you
new
for-
third-party character that has not shown up yet in Smash Brothers. Like I said, characters could show up that aren't playable. One of the antagonists... Paper Dr. Robot!
Considering the Capcom
Incredible.
pitch, I expected it to just be Hitler again.
Paper
There are no
Hitler?
knives here. Paper Hitler. I don't know.
I mean,
I brought
Eggman's-
another mustache.
Are you about to argue that
Eggman's
Eggman
nearly
is
gotten
Hitler
on that
adjacent?
level a few times. He did crack the earth open that one time.
Eggman also didn't kill 6 million people, so...
He
he's
did
got
piss
that-
on
Oh,
the moon.
but
That
he
probably
did
killed
try-
a lot
He
of people
cracked open
comparatively.
the earth. I feel like that would nearly kill 6 million people. I feel like if Sonic was a more mature game, we would have seen all the people that got killed by ripping the Earth into.
He did summon Chaos, which flooded Station Square, and that would have murdered a bunch of people.
Hey, yo, Chaos?
No, it's okay. He didn't do it directly, so it's fine. I love the how this is honestly a really cute looking Eggman. I really love how he looks. Perfect for the Paper Mario art style.
Yeah, I could see the Sonic Twitter account retweeting this.
Yeah, this is real nice. So let's jump to Gamer X. I want to see your third party character.
Go with me on a journey. Several months after this game is announced, we see a trailer where Mario is fighting several of the forces of the Eye, and I haven't got to read out the roster yet, speaking of which, but we'll get there. So he comes across a Smash Ball. He cracks it open, thinking he'll get his firepower, but instead of feeling the Mario finale flow through him, he instead finds someone inside. Let me go. Here we go.
Hey!
Emil rolls into action!
Trailer!
Yeah!
Trailer!
He doesn't have his body, he just rolls around.
Yes, Emil from Near Replicant and Near Automata will be joining the fight. And he has his own, slightly longer than everyone else, story mode of 4 to 5 hours, including such things as a heart-warming conversation with Bayonetta about sexuality, beating Disney to having her first gay character.
I mean, I don't know whether we've beaten them. They seem to have a lot of first gay characters, but I'm very excited
First gay character that's actually part of the narrative and can't easily be cut out.
That's better.
Yeah,
that's
that's true.
Thanks, Disney.
I'm liking this idea of having some good story moments between characters, and the fact that Emil is my boy. He's my boy, so I'm always down to see him in anything. So glad to see him in Smash. Looking forward to seeing how his moveset works out since you've picked the version that doesn't have a body.
Well, there were some great moments from that one secret fight in Automata that gives me ideas.
Nice. Okay. So 5-hour story mode. Yeah, so that sounds great. So let's jump to World Technicali. Show me your third party character.
Here we go.
Oh, okay, yeah. No sweat for Fred.
No sweat for Fred.
This is
Yeah,
a
let's
very,
see brain activate!
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Is that his taunt?
Yeah, no sweat for Fred is his taunt.
Yeah. Yeah, like is it? He's. This is good. So it's just going to be him. He's not going to have any buddies with him or anything to help out.
His final smash will be the 300% groove from Nia 12, where it's just fucking raining down like meteors that you shoot out with everyone else. We are going to replace some characters, so it's not a direct spoiler. But yeah.
Okay, so that's good. We don't want to spoil. Smash Brothers has always been very focused on not spoiling.
And of course, since music,
we've been very proud of that. We've never spoiled a game ever with a Final Smash. Never, not once.
Always Tuesday, isn't it?
Thanks
There's
for just.
characters with.
Is he gonna say that?
Yes,
too?
I'm still bitter. I'm still bitter over them showing 7.
Yeah, he's also going to say that.
They spoiled a character in a color palette.
Is Fred gonna pull out the English voice and be like, whenever he fights Shulk, and just be like, "Oi!"
Shulk's not in this game.
Wow, I can't believe Dan Southworth is one of the media consultants.
Okay. So then, the last but not least, we have Egg. So.
All right, so a little bit of intro here. The whole Clash of Swords of the old oops all JRPGs thing. I think the longer you go on here, the more like it gets a little facetious, because in our roster we do have a lot of different entries from, especially you have a large focus on JRPGs, but especially in the DLC passes, we try to stretch it a bit and throw some curveballs in. So it's more of a focus on, like, you know, a stronger focus on Japanese-originated games, both perceived to be and actually niche. We've got different, you know, like Western RPGs, we've got visual novels, that sort of thing. So here I'd like to introduce you to two of our characters that are going to be in the Fighters Pass 2. So go ahead and take a look. Tell me what you think.
No.
Let me give you a couple details about these characters.
You're fucking evil.
Alex Eggleston from Yeet.
I'd rather
You're
not.
fucking evil.
Alex does, of course, have his classic LP toss as his neutral special. He also has his skateboard he can ride as his side special. For his down special, he can spawn Panda, who functions similar to Zelda's down special in Ultimate, where he sort of defends against attacks and can be sent out to do a strike otherwise. And his final smash sends an, you know, the Alex meteor crashing into the stage.
The what?
As for good old Harrier Dubois from Disco Elysium over here, he has a very unique mechanic in that he starts each match just in his underwear with no weapon, completely underpowered, and you know how the Dragoon drops items around the stage that you have to collect in order to create it? Well, when you play as Harry, then his clothes, badge, and gun will spawn as items around the stage and must be acquired in order for him to reach his full power. And of course, his final smash is that he jumps shotgun with his partner Kim Kitsuragi in his Kupri Kanima and just runs you the fuck over.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm getting vibes of.
Funny you mentioned Smash and
Sprite and Marvel vs. Capcom.
Funny you mentioned Smash and spoilers.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Don't worry about it.
sorry.
So we. I see you've decided to offer me a lovely tribute with one hand, and then the other hand having a knife to stab me through the chest. So thank you for that. You know, you can't have hope without despair, and vice versa. Okay.
How did you people get my notes?
Now we get to the good part where I get to sit back and take a break while you guys grill each other for questions. So, let's start. Egg, why don't you start asking some questions?
All right, I'll roll a couple out. Let's hit Technicali.
Galaxy Brain,
so
activate!
All right, so your game is meant to be like more of a traditional fighting game with a 3v3 tag team style.
Yes.
I wanted to know, since Smash players can sometimes have difficulty with fighting game inputs, I wanted to know if you have any special thing that you're doing with your tutorials or anything to try to simplify the game or try to help people coming over from the mainline Smash series acclimate to your particular style of fighting game.
No. Sink or swim,
All right, very
bitch.
bold.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
that's
simple
what I said.
answer.
All right, let me hit Rex with the question.
Go ahead and try and hit me if you're able.
Yeah, we got a story, a very ambitious 50-hour story written by Yoko Taro. Mm-hmm. How many of those 50 hours is you playing the game again?
None, actually.
Oh wow, I wonder how did you manage to? I know you said you managed to rein him in. Is that did you have trouble with working that out?
Oh, that part he was fine with because he is smart enough to understand how a fighting game story would work. He did insist on several parts of the game where characters are erased from your roster in normal match and online play. There is a disclaimer that shows up that shows you could get those characters back for free by completing the story mode, but it's fairly easy to skip past, and people will get very mad about it online still because they're fucking stupid. As a result, we are going to be training every single person who works on this game in various self-defense techniques, and the Japanese government will be giving a security detail to the offices making this game.
Very important.
All right, let me hit last question for Sevian.
Okay.
Hey, I said that earlier. You can't say that.
You did.
So I just wanted to know what kind of locations you're going to be visiting on your little Paper Smash Brothers journey.
Well, like the other two JRPG Paper Mario games, it's separated into different chapters, and each chapter will take you into a area that is based off of the game that your various characters are from.
All right. Do you have any? Can you list any of those areas for us, or is it all in the dark here?
I can list some characters because people are asking stuff. So yeah, we've got countering Robotnik, as I posted earlier. Sonic is going to be the last member of your party. And of course, you're going to get to go to Green Hill Zone, because everyone loves Green Hill Zone.
Everyone loves Green Hill Zone, that's why it always shows up.
Everyone loves Green Hill Zone.
Yep, no one's tired of Green Hill Zone.
It's got
Looking
sick
more like
tunes.
a Sandhill Zone.
It's okay. You'll also get to go up to Death Egg for your fight with Robotnik.
That's cool.
But yeah, you've got...
Death Egg Raw.
Well, be the cock and balls from Sonic Adventure 2.
And of course, you're going to be able to go to a area based off of Planet Zebes with Samus, one of your other party members.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Of course, be able to go to the iconic planet from Dinosaur Planet with Star Fox. Because there aren't a lot of locations in that series.
Yeah. No, I get you.
And it's good to it's good to mine that game for some content to put into a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Is there another version of that chapter you have to do where it's just mirrored?
No.
Shame, missed opportunity.
I'm making a good game here, not a bad game.
Bold choice.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, Sevian, why don't you start questioning?
Okay, cool. I think I've got some questions for most everybody here. I'm gonna try. Alrighty then. Egg,
Hello.
I've got a question for you that is the one that is most clear in my mind. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with that before I start fumbling.
All right, hit me with it.
You've got some DLC characters, yeah?
Yes.
Are we gonna have the goat, Reen Schwarzer?
Reen Schwarzer. We do have Van Arkwright as Challenger Pass 4. From the new one coming out in the West. Also in the base game available is both Estelle Bright and Gileath Osborne. Because we wanted more villain characters in.
I will accept Osborne.
He's pretty cool.
These
This is a
characters
good pick.
from the Trails series?
Yes.
Oh, that'll make people super mad. They don't know what the fuck those games are in Smash.
Yeah. Maybe this is a little bit of wish fulfillment for me a little bit. Having Estelle in there.
Hey, all got
Yeah.
your dreams.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
This is everything that I wanted. I don't know about you
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, technicality. So, you have some characters in your game that aren't too well known, but you know, there's some stuff about some of them. Will Toadette be able to equip the Super Crown and become Peachette?
Yes, obviously, and the Peachette model is suspiciously higher quality than every other model in the game.
Good. All right. GamerX.
Codecnoises.wav.
Okay, Yoko Taro is writing this. Which of his fetishes is going to show up?
That is a very good question. You know what? I'll go ahead and say it. Every character's ass is bigger. It'll vary by degrees based on which character. For Mario, it's only like ever so slightly bigger. But for someone like, say, Kazuma Kiryu, his ass will be way bigger. And no one will have a bigger ass than Sam Porter Bridges.
Oh my god.
Oh man, you got Sam Porter Bridges in here. Okay.
Yeah, Taro and Kojima met at work, and they at a certain other event that happened. We might get there later. It caused a bit of trouble, but Mr. Kojima and Mr. Taro really did hit it off, and they'll be making a new game together after this one's done.
Ah,
Oh boy.
interesting. I believe the two of them together making. I think the fact that your pitch is bringing us to the future of them making a game together. I think that's the knife, right?
Nope.
Wow. Have we found it yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Well, technicality. Give your best shot and try and find that knife.
Good luck.
GamerX.
Uh-huh.
Have you stated what the... Oh, excuse me.
He's preparing his magnum.
Yeah. Very important.
Let me go get my Kevlar. 1 sec.
Guys, we have
Hard to get on.
Hold on, I need to build a bunker for this. 1 sec.
It's okay. You put enough pieces of paper in the way, it'll stop anything.
If it worked for Roosevelt. Uh-huh. The ultimate antagonist of the video game will be when the Master Hands and the PlayStation Eyes fuse together once the heroes decide that they need to team up in order to stop this interdimensional war from wrecking everything. It will take the form of the Master Core fight from Smash Bros. 4, but enhanced with a lot of other things, like when it turns into a very familiar T-Rex from a PS1 tech demo. And that is the final boss of the game. It is Doug Bowser, Nina Struthers, the fake Sony CEO guy, and Reggie Fils-Aime all screaming combat taunts in you at unison, like it's a Xenoblade fight where everyone is talking at once.
Think you can take me?
Don't
My
forget
body,
me!
my body is my... I
Yeah,
feel
they're
like
just
a
cutting
purple
off
Pikmin.
each other.
That's the point!
They're just cutting each other off, so it's like I feel like it. It's like
That's the point, Luctajust!
Ridge Racer.
Alright, I guess that brings me up next for the question segment.
Yep.
Okay, I do have a few questions written out. Yes, let's start with Egg.
Hello.
What are the stages for both of the DLC characters you've mentioned? Are there, like, special events with big background characters and stage hazards?
Let me think. Stages I didn't put as much thought into as other aspects of the game. I think I was imagining Alex Yeek's stage as being the sort of the mine dungeon. So you're just kind of hanging out in that sort of like disco room on top of his head.
Oh, there's a theme. Both disco.
Yes, and of course in Disco Elysium you would have the bleak expanse of the Bureau of Martinez available. And presumably some characters would be fiddling around behind that stage too. I could say more. I think I have an idea that would be really funny, but it would be spoilers for that game. So I won't go any further on
Back
that.
to it.
Fair
What?
enough.
I need to get back to it.
Yeah.
Quite good. Okay, next question for, let's go with Sevian. I'm gonna dance
I
around.
fight for my friends.
Okay, what is the basic plot of this game? Why is Mario going around to these different Nintendo worlds? Is he collecting some sort of items scattered all across them? What's the
Oh yeah, we
overarching
have
threat?
to collect the 7 Chaos Stars before the bad guys do.
Hey.
Okay, a follow-up question. Go ahead and talk about your bad guys.
Want to talk about my bad guys? Yes. Well, we have a council of villains that are all working together except the Titan Dweeble, because it's not really that smart. You'll just fight that in the Captain Olimar Pikmin area. But working together, we've got Bowser, Ganondorf, Ridley, Dr. Robotnik, Starwolf, and King Dedede.
Good
lineup.
Good calls.
Yeah. And of course, the final boss, because it's Smash Brothers, we have to pull in somewhere. We're just gonna have Master Hand show up, puppet mastering the whole thing.
All right, I guess that brings us to Well Technicali. Okay. Could have asked for a better bark, but I guess we can't run it 100% all the time. In regards to Mercury Steam making your video game, I know that they won't have any gameplay oversight, but will they be writing the story? And just like in their classic, with finger quotes, Lords of Shadow trilogy, duology, whatever the hell you want to call it, will it completely burn Smash Bros. As a franchise and send it into a screaming pit from which it will never escape due to how shitty it is?
Editor's note, what well technically said here was Miyamoto is writing it at gunpoint.
That's worse! That's worse!
Looking forward to no characters.
No, he's being forced at gunpoint, so he's having to do it.
Oh.
It may not be good, but he's being. You said he's
too close to death's doorstep to make any sort of
He's just like,
the word
I do
escapes
not
me,
fear
but
death. You can't threaten me.
he's going to commit to these ideas.
He'll just pull out his Master Sword and Shield and fight you.
He'll pelt you with Pikmin.
Okay, so I think that's everyone's questions done.
Yep.
So now everyone gets to name one thing that nobody asked. Just because you laughed like that, I'm gonna go with Rex first.
Hey.
Can I request that you save me for last?
Okay.
You know what?
fine.
No, never mind.
Egg.
I'm gonna do this now.
Do it.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Do
You
it,
get
do
That's
it
the
selected,
live.
reverse
dude.
psychology in me. There's two things that I'm gonna combine into one thing because they are related. So, the complete roster of this game. For Nintendo's side, we have 22. We have 22 characters on each side so far. We have Mario, Link, Zelda, Samus, Kirby, Pikachu, Bowser, Ganondorf, Ridley, Pit, Captain Falcon, Mewtwo, Ness, Fox, Bayonetta, Shulk, Isabelle from Animal Crossing, The Inkling, Richter Belmont, Donkey Kong, King K. Rool, and Dracula. And now for the Sony side, we have Ratchet and Clank as a pair character,
Nice.
Dr. Nefarious, Aloy, that one, Sly Cooper, Sam Porter Bridges, Raiden from Revengeance, Kratos and Atreus is another tag character, Cloud, Sephiroth, Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima, Knack,
Yes.
Sackboy, Sweet Tooth, the Killzone dude, Colonel Raddick or whatever the hell, Astro from Astro's Playroom, Titus / however the fuck from Final Fantasy X, Kazuma Kiryu, Goro Majima, Delsin Rao, Sora, Xehanort, all of them, and Juro Karabe from 13 Sentinels.
Raw!
Now, I should note, this is going to be a very expensive game to make with all those IPs crossing over into each other. So there is a way we have plans to cover development costs. Sony and Nintendo will be doing a corporate merger due to the massive development costs of this quadruple A game. They will become So Nintendo. Corporate consolidation is all too common these days. This will cause IP nightmares and enough salt from fanboys to fill an ocean, but we'll get a kick-ass fighting game out of it.
Worth.
I would
Okay,
like to raise an objection to that real quick.
What's up?
You have Cosmic Kiryu in there, but you have other characters that are women, and he can't fight women.
Oh, that's the knife you're asking about?
Yes.
I want to ask. You mentioned Juro from 13 Sentinels. Which one?
The one whose story mode we follow. The one we control.
Damn it!
It's okay, because
that's
there's
fair.
also codec characters, where we have Renya Goto as his codec.
Nice.
And Yuki Takamiya.
Gotta put on a show for
Very good. We gotta put a show for Yuki-chan.
Gotta put on a show for Yuki-chan.
Yuki-chan.
Is one of the taunts just what's his name ringing up, just being like, we've got to put on a show for Yuki-chan, dude.
Another one
says
of
it and shows the voice and they don't explain it.
Another taunt that happens is, of course, Takatoshi Hijiyama running over a yakisoba pan that fell into the battlefield.
Very good.
Okay. That was strong. Okay. So next up let's see. Cause we did, it's like Egg. Let's go.
Alright, well, one thing that I would like to talk about is my story/adventure mode, which is the Smash Frontier. This brings in a lot of different elements from JRPG games and integrates with a lot of the mechanics that you'll be finding in the basic Smash battles. First of all, a lot of characters you can. It's an open world. It's similar in the vein to the Subspace Emissary, where you have the sort of like side-scrolling levels that connect to each other through doors. You are able to find some of the unlockable characters there. Every character that you unlock must be individual. They have a level tied to them, and you have to individually level them in the Smash Frontier for several hours to become viable. This will do things like increase their attack power, their resistance to launching, things like that. It'll increase their Smash Point meter, their SP meter. You also have to equip them with weapons and equipment which are crafted from materials harvested from the Frontier. These are subject to durability mechanics and can break mid-fight if you don't maintain them properly. You can also equip stickers that you acquire from enemies, which function similar to artifacts do in Genshin Impact. They do stat boosts, but they're randomly generated stat boosts, so you have to farm them to acquire the optimal build for your character. Let's see, what else can I share? What else can I share about the Smash Frontier here? It has a story about on the scale or even greater than that of the Subspace Emissary, but the biggest problem with Subspace Emissary and why we haven't done something on that scale since is because of the high budget. So to save money, we're just doing visual novel segments for the whole thing.
No!
That's how we're presenting it.
Okay, visual novel segments. Sure, that's definitely a way of doing it, and probably lets us get around
the debris.
Characters not having dialogue.
The debris pinned me down.
Next up, World Technicality.
One thing I want to talk about is the music. Obviously, Smash Brothers needs background music for all the stages, such as Mushroom Kingdom, Mute City, the 104 building in Shibuya. And there are going to be some new mixes exclusive to the Smash Brothers. We have, like classic Mario songs, 1-1, all that. We have the theme for Super Mario 3. One thing though is that someone fucked up along the way, and it ended up being the parody version that was popular on YouTube like a decade ago.
Oh no!
This is an arcade.
So you load into the Mushroom Kingdom and you just hear, driving and I'm screaming and I'm violently masturbating, driving and I'm screaming and I violently come, I come!
Oh man.
What a blunder.
It will be patched out almost immediately, but it'll be patched out almost immediately, but it'll be up long enough for people to know it. And GamerX, your friend.
That's fine. He has something going on his end. Either that or the fact that song scared him away. It could be either one.
I mean, that would do it.
After everything we said, that was the
respect
nail
the
in the
decision.
coffin.
Obviously, we have 12, so we have, Twister, Transformation, the 1 Star. We have some new songs from Neo, like Storm, Bird in the Hand. We have Owari Hajimari. Of course, Breaking Free and World Is Yours.
No Deja Vu, no
And
lie.
we have... Okay, we'll add that one too. I don't know what that one is, but okay.
Alright. And then... So I guess it just leaves Sevian.
Yeah. Gino is in my game. Not the Gino that everybody knows from Super Mario RPG. That is actually a spirit from Star Road that possessed a Gino action figure. The real Gino is in this game. He's going to be there in the background, showing up at the end to set up for the sequel. I can't have character DLC in a JRPG that isn't a fighting game where you just add new characters. This is going to be a whole series.
Okay, I like it. Promoting a future for this.
Paper Smash Brothers is going to be Nintendo's Kingdom Hearts, and Gino is my Mickey Mouse.
An oath to return.
Very lucrative.
An oath to return.
Okay, that's cool. So he's going to show up at the end with a cloak or something.
Yep.
Okay, very raw. Okay, so with that out of the way, now that everyone's had their questions, it is time for our 30-second closing pitches. So I want you guys to tell me exactly why you think you should win or why everyone else's pitches are garbage. You have, 30 seconds. Sevian, we'll start with you.
JRPGs are really popular, if you can't tell from the fact that there are a lot of JRPG characters in Smash Bros. Already. Paper Mario is really popular as a sequel to the original Super Mario RPG. Also, I'm going to get Yoko Shimomura in to do the soundtrack. That's going to make it even more Kingdom Hearts-like, but also she did the original Super Mario RPG soundtrack, so we have basis back there. Going forward, this is going to be an ongoing series that people are going to love, and we're going to get all those Paper Mario fans back, and we're going to get all those Nintendo fans in. Maybe we want to start doing...
time. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yoko Shimura does really great work.
Yeah. I really liked her work in The Adventures in the Magic Kingdom for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Ooh.
Now that's an obscure pull. Okay. Next up, Technicality. Tell us why you think you should win.
My pitch provides an interesting new take on the Smash Bros. Formula, bringing in new characters that you never would have expected to ever join the roster, along with third-party faces that you never would have really expected, along with the music that goes with it, the stages, and their incorporation into the story mode, basically being they're going to be in the Reaper's game. Also, we got Takeharu Ishimoto to make some new tracks for the game.
Alright.
So,
also, the fact that I made this pitch in 5 minutes an hour ago should be good enough.
okay, that's good. Okay. So, Egg. Why should you win, Egg?
My game will make the right people happy and the wrong people angry. Isn't that all that matters in the end? You can date the characters in my game. In the adventure mode, you can date the characters as your Mii character. Isn't that the only thing that matters? Isn't that everything that you've ever wanted? Pick my game.
Okay, that's good. You know,
I don't know, my game
dating,
is Gino.
Romance.
Can you
is pretty
date
popular.
Gino? Got him.
I'm not hearing an answer, so I'm gonna have to side with Egg on this one. Last but not least, Rex. Let's hear it.
There's a bunch of stuff I haven't even mentioned yet, like how the original writer was Neil Druckmann, but he was kicked out of the building for being an asshole and everyone criticizing his stories for not taking criticism. But besides that, this game is a very exciting new spin on the fresh Smash formula with a fully fledged story mode and wonderful, very varied combat. Sure, two companies are merging together into a problematic mess where all IPs will be held under one banner, and it'll be a fucking nightmare to make anything new, but you'll get a kick-ass game out of it eventually. Oh, and we're buying Xbox from Microsoft after this, because they clearly don't give a shit about Microsoft.
Okay, and time. Okay, with that, I'm going to go work out some details and have a remiss over your pictures, and then we'll get right back to it. Alrighty. So, I've been going over my notes and got some constructive feedback for you. As it turns out, my real name is Phil Spencer because we have endless feedback.
No shortage of feedback here at
Speculation for
no
everybody.
Armchair Devs Incorporated.
So let's start with Sevian. So Paper Mario is a good game.
Yes.
And an RPG series with these characters crossing over is, pretty good idea. I think there's a lot of potential. You've got a good cast of sort of heroes and villains. I like that there is a large focus on Nintendo, as, it being a reboot of the series. It's good to nail down and focus on the core strengths of the series.
And since we're planning multiple games, there's always the chance that your favorite character that wasn't in the party can get picked next game.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of room. Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of room for that. Seeing someone actually burnt alive in the Paper Mario art style might be a little bit terrifying for the target audience. Especially since Paper Mario is generally a kid's game. They may still find that a little terrifying, but I think we can work around that. I think it's,
Frankly, if they find that terrifying, they're just pussies.
Setting up Gino to be the Mickey Mouse, to be the tease for the sequel, I think is a very smart thing. It'll definitely get people to buy the second game. I guess my only concern is with you setting it up to be similar to Kingdom Hearts. I'm worried that it's going to become super convoluted by the second game.
I'm just saying that because it's a crossover series. That's a JRPG, okay? And, we've got a cast of villains teaming up together, like we did in Kingdom Hearts 1.
It's sounding a lot like Kingdom Hearts 1, which it gives me positive feelings for the first game, but makes me worry about later installments.
We just need to keep Nomura away from this, and we can do that by not having, like, a Final Fantasy character in the party till, like, the second or third game.
Shit, it's funny you mentioned Nomura. I just looked back in my notes.
Oh, no. Well, we're not adding stuff to it.
Nope,
so,
we're not.
Yeah, anyway, pretty good pitch.
That ship has sailed.
Let's go to Rex. Okay, so...
Chief Representative of Sony Nintendo answering for you.
Yeah. Okay, so you come from a nightmare future where it seems all three publishers are now combined into one, as they've bought Sony and Nintendo merging, and they've bought Xbox.
Yeah, because Microsoft doesn't give a shit about them.
That kind of seems like a nightmare. The fact that, we've got all these characters crossing over from these companies is admittedly pretty cool. And as we've seen from stuff like Disney buyouts, as long as we can have good products come out, people won't care about the monopoly. So, that's very good. Admittedly, I'm not sure how well a 50-hour story will do in a fighting game. I feel like that's...
each character has their own story. That's why.
Okay, so it's not 50 hours for one story. It's 50 hours for like every story. That makes more sense. The idea of the PlayStation Eye and Master Hands being voiced by Kevin Butler, Nina Struthel, and Reggie and Bowser is very good. Yoko Taro being involved with his story, kind of crazy.
As I mentioned in the summary, it was initially going to be Neil Druckmann, but every non-American in the room began roasting the shit out of him for previous games and his ideas for this one. So eventually, Sakurai had to come into the office and beat the shit out of Neil Druckmann. Because it turns out, after all the threats from Smash fans, he started spearheading the self-defense training. And a video will be leaked several years after the game is out, revealing Sakurai completely fucking chokeslamming Druckmann, and it's awesome.
Can we have that game instead?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want that game instead. But yeah, no, I think
That's just that genre of flash game where you just beat up someone's
Yeah.
teacher.
Again, this all seems like very neat. Like, I like the idea of it being not like PlayStation All Stars and instead being more like Dragon Ball Fighters. That's always a good tactic. But yeah, a little bit concerned about some of the nightmarish implications of your pitch, but we'll put that aside for now.
Okay.
Okay, next up, Technicali. What have you done?
Panicked. That's what I did.
You've put Mercury Steam, a company that has no experience with fighting games, and only enough experience in action games to make barely passable action games, in charge of one of the biggest franchises we have. We were okay with them having
Metroid
Metroid
good.
because here at Nintendo, Metroid, we're not super fussed with it, but some people like it, so we try to make it look like we care. That's why we let Mercury Steam have it, because they wanted to do something with it, and we couldn't be bothered to say no. But, them working on a fighting game with all these casts. Also, James Gunn being involved is neat. I'm a little bit worried that, people are going to look into it and discover that he wasn't really that involved and that he was only, like, a writer for, like, some minor parts. I think there's a...
He only has a voice credit.
Yeah, that's a bit concerning because we want to be able to put his name on the cover. We want it to be James Gunn's Super Smash Brothers. But so maybe we can work with that. Maybe we can try and increase his role a bit.
I will have one final emergency question. Will James Gunn be directing a Smash Bros. Movie?
That is in the cards, depending on how well this game does.
Yes, I approve of your bold choice of just saying there won't be
Ultraman will be making an
tutorials.
appearance in that movie.
Yeah, the fact that there's no tutorials, the fact of you putting some focus on some lesser known characters is interesting. I'm worried, however, that people may not care about characters like Peach, about Toadette and whatnot.
If they don't care about Peach yet, then they're just fucking cowards.
Okay, bold choice. And last but not least, Egg.
Hello.
So, on the one hand, your game is a very good combination of like a lot of things we love here at Nintendo. RPGs. We've got a lot of history with them, both with our third parties and with our own series. The fact of having an all Fire Emblem roster to start with is definitely not going to upset anyone, and also definitely not going to trick Fire Emblem fans into thinking it's actually a Fire Emblem fighting game.
Well, it's supposed to upset people. That's the whole point. The idea is that when Smash Brothers Ultimate was being developed and characters were coming out and people would have arguments about that, we kind of had, our thought was that we kind of knew who our friends and our enemies were on this run. We knew who was with us and was against us. So we're cutting out everyone who is not happy with the changes that we're doing here in order to commit to a happier, healthier audience.
Okay.
Yeah, respectable. Also a little bit concerned that your MP focus on the focus on MP items dropping in that reminds me of PlayStation All Stars with the items that build up your meter. So that's anything that reminds me of that game is very concerning. But
I'm the one who did that pitch.
Yeah, you're not as concerned with the one that's literally crossing over.
But your difference is you've turned that into Dragon Ball Fighters, so that's all good.
Okay.
Whereas this is actively using gameplay elements, which was the reason why people weren't super fond of PlayStation All Stars. But anyway, and also the fact that you have a character like Alex or Yickman as a DLC that probably will be the most low-selling DLC we've ever made, and I don't think we'll actually make the money back. So that's
Remains
a
to
real
be
big
seen.
concern. I think, we are not in the Valhalla universe. Yik is not a cult classic that sells millions of copies and is re-released every few years. We're not in that universe, so I don't have much faith in this. However, Disco Elysium man Harry is a very inspired choice. So, with that out of the way, I'm proud to announce that the winner is no one, because Sakurai found out we were making a Smash game behind his back.
Damn.
He has come and he is angry, and he has demanded that we instead put him in charge of making 5 more season passes for Ultimate.
He's coming off a vacation again?
Oh my god.
We got another
Kirby's a
team
great-
working on this. You can keep making regular Smash Brothers. Kirby, we've got Kirby.
Think of the money
can't-
that the Sony Nintendo merger.
Unfortunately,
Trying to whore out his son.
He is very upset that anyone would try to make a Smash Bros. Game without him.
But he's involved. He beat up Neil Druckmann.
No, that just in your fictional world he did that. He's also very angry that you implied that he would do that because, as explained in a recent interview, he doesn't like people having him say things with memes and that he didn't do.
Shit, you're right.
So he's very upset. However, he has approved. He did approve one project, and that project is Paper Mario Smash Bros. Paper Smash Brothers.
Congrats.
Well fought.
Mainly because
job.
it is not a Smash Bros. Game, it is a Paper Smash Brothers game, and therefore completely
On a
different.
technicality. Oh my god.
No, mine isn't a Smash Brothers game. It's the.
I know, it's on a technicality.
Sakurai doesn't care about that. He's not concerned about the. He's more concerned about the fact that it has the words Smash Brothers and nothing to make it distinct from his own series. So thank you.
It's a fucking Tekken style fighting game.
Anyway, thank you so much to everyone for listening and to the contestants.
Thanks for saving us from the bad future, Sevian. If I had won,
This
I
is
was going to
fucking
announce that we were by Steam next.
Okay.
I told you I didn't bring any knives. I just made a good pitch this time.
Thank you for watching Community Armchair Devs. This show is inspired by GigaBoots' Armchair Devs series, which you can find a link to in the description below. We really thank Dan for letting us do this, and we would love you guys to go ahead and take a look at that if you enjoyed this. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.